He doesn't have time to go to the border, but he can sit and have conversations about that with the guy who's in woman face. Yeah. Welcome back to the program. You're a lovable curmudgeon here. Dana Loesch with you to start your Monday off right. It is incredible misogyny. So Joe Biden meets with this dude. Can we stop saying TikTok star or whatever platform is popular right now, star? Remember when it used to be Vine? Vine star. Now it's TikTok star. I hate it. But the guy's name is Dylan Mulvaney, and he's merching himself out. He's making bank off of woman face. He's documenting his quote unquote transition to from male to male still. We're not buying into this. You can sit here and you can, turn it inside out and everything else. That does not make what ladies have. But he was sitting down speaking with Joe Biden on this. And that's when he asked Biden whether or not states should be able to limit. Don't you love how just birdbath shallow this question is? Limit access to gender affirming treatments. First off, everything with this is wrong. The hot topic is whether or not taxpayers should be funding for medically unnecessary vanity surgeries. And that's exactly what this is by people who are in woman face. And even allowing kids to do it, perfectly healthy kids, performing mastectomies on kids, hysterectomies on kids. It's absolutely abusive. This is witch doctor stuff. And so the president denouncing states that passed laws limiting medically unnecessary surgeries and blocking hormone abuse for kids. And that's what this conversation was. The fact that this woman face dude was able to sit down when border agents can't even talk to Joe Biden, I think tells you everything that you need to go. Everything that you need to know about all of this. Now he apparently has been trying to, so this guy was in theater. He starred in the Book of Mormon, he was in the Book of Mormon on Broadway, and I guess his career didn't go anywhere after that. So he decided some people they don't care what they're famous for. They just want to be famous. And apparently he's one of them. And so he started becoming famous off this. And the reason that you might recognize his name is because he was one of the two dudes sitting down for Ulta talking about what it's like to be a woman in the United States. Unreal. It's woman face. It's cosplaying. And the president of the United States just showed that he endorses this misogyny. It's exactly what it is. He also, what is it? Audio somebody 23. I mean, this is just so unbelievably. Listen to this.
This is my 221st day of publicly transitioning.
God love it.
Wow. I mean, I just, so I know I know all about what it is to be a woman now. Because everything, and I've said this for years, and I'm so glad that other people are now finally acknowledging this, simply reducing, it is misogynistic to reduce women to clothing and makeup and attributes that have always previously defined men's preferences. That is so unbelievably misogynistic, and yet that is what the woman face movement, that is what it does. And here you have the president who is endorsing this. The other story that came out over the weekend, and I'm surprised that this didn't come up in their little discussion that they had. It's just amazing that it didn't. Did you hear what ended up happening? There was let me find this. It was a sports injury. It was an athlete. It was in volleyball, and it was a male who identified as a female who injured a female during the game. It was a North Carolina high school volleyball athlete suffered a severe injury after a transgender player threw an abnormally fast ball at her head, according to all of the video. The male opponent hurled the volleyball, this was all on video, at approximately 70 miles per hour, according to media. One bystander claimed that it was abnormally fast. The female teammate at Hiawassee Dam High School experienced trauma to the head and neck. She is recovering still from long-term concussion symptoms, including problems with her vision. She has not yet been approved to compete again. So the male player spikes the ball and slams it into the female player's face. So that's crazy. You're having athletic activity ruined by males who are trying to play as females. And she may have permanent damage. Nobody knows. It's just weird how that wasn't discussed. That came out over the weekend. I mean, there is nothing. Here's the thing. You can sit here and talk about hormones, and you can talk about cutting off your wang and everything else. That's not going to undo. That's not going to erase the physical advantage that males have over females. You can do whatever you want to do. It's not going to change that fact. We believe in science. Remember how the left used to mock the religious right for saying that they don't believe in science? Well, who is it now? It's the religious left with their cult of whatever makes me happy appropriation. Science is a real thing, and you have women getting injured because the left wants to just erase women. I don't know how else to put it. But I cannot believe this is the president of the United States is endorsing this misogynistic appropriation of the female sex with one of the dudes who got in trouble last week. All the heat from Ulta, which I don't shop at Ulta anymore. I think they're garbage anyway. I don't shop at Ulta. I stopped shopping at Ulta. I would not get a damn rubber band at Ulta. I don't trust a company that doesn't know the difference between men and women to sell me makeup or anything else.